All right, a very good morning to you out there. It is the morning of the 19th of September 2022. This is the Break of Dawn paper review. We're taking a look at the headlines coming out of the newspapers this morning, as usual. My name is Kenny Durotilu.
Good morning to you, dear listener. Welcome to the Monday edition. I'm OLUTAYO Gwade. And of course, I have the Guardian newspaper here, Daily Trust newspaper, Premium Times. And of course, another one here, I think the Nation newspaper, right?
All right, I have the Punch newspaper and the Daily Post. Starting off with the Punch newspaper this morning. The major one, federal government grants 16 trillion naira waiver to Dangote, Honeywell, others. Students to ground Lagos airport, police threaten showdown rather. Oracle to pick Alafi from 65 aspirants, kingmakers. That particular one coming out of the southwest. Now on the Metro Plus pages we have this one. Herbalists break into Oshun Cemetery, steals human head. Why you need to know about royal funerals. I believe that's some piece from the Punch as well this morning. World leaders gather for Queen Elizabeth's funeral. There's another story there. Lagos APC faults Jandor for visiting traffic offenders. Also, a building collapse kills 2, injures 3 in Akwa Ibom. Lagos men arraigned for stealing 155,000 naira property. Also in business, federal government secures pipelines with 12.43 billion naira, pays IOCs $4 billion. Nigeria's oil production crashes to 900,000 barrels per day. 9 months later, Lagos monthly rental scheme fails to begin. And lastly, from the Punch newspaper, PDP crisis worsens. DOT meets autumn. Fintiri today. I'll take one more. Government will prosecute looters of Kwara funds, APC chairman.
Let's take a look at Premium Times. Amechi catching stray bullets as PDP deals Wike more blows. To an analysis, PT state of the race, Anapo and Peter Obi challenge. Nigerian Air Force kills many terrorists, but notorious leader Bello Turji escapes. Death toll rises in Yobe boat accident. 2 dead, many missing in Yobe boat accident. Peter Obi threatens the political establishment while ADC remains in disarray. Nigeria hosts Global Investment Forum in New York. Presidency. Tinubu appoints Yaya Bello as his campaign council youth coordinator. Tinubu appoints Yaya Bello as his campaign council youth coordinator. 19 killed in FCT auto crash. Government to sanction those responsible for your building collapse. Governor Manuel. Lassa fever. Nigeria confirms 8 new infections. Death toll hits 171. NDLEA impounds 18 pump action guns, 2,300 cartridges in Kogi, and West African CSO launch pro-democracy network in Ghana.
From the Daily Post, I have this one. School resumption. Parents groan as proprietors hike fees, textbooks, uniforms. Strike, anxieties, despair as federal government has to resume legal battle. Also from the Daily Post, explosion rocks Taraba. It's a breaking story on the Metro pages of the Daily Post there. 28-year-old man arrested with female head intestines at Muslim cemetery in Oshun. Also from the Daily Post, ASU strike will join students to ground airports. Southwest youths are there. Dambata applauds for retiring NCC staff. There's also another one. Kaduna BEPU raises alarm over continuous hostage of kidnapped victims by bandits. 2023 Tinubu Bajabiamila meets Orji Uzokalu's mother. It's another one there. Ignore sentiments. Bargain for your dream society. Envoy begs Nigerians. That's talking 2023 elections there. Also in the politics, Benue 2023, after 32 years of priesthood, Aliyah has no track record. That's according to Hembe. Employing PDP crisis, no cause for alarm. Ogba tells supporters after Supreme Court verdict. Yobe ex-PDP chair, Tata supporters join APC. Enugu 2023, Obimo community unites for Governor Ugwai of the PDP. 2023 Tinubu will be battle for soul of South as PDP crisis threatens Tiku. Also from the Daily Post as well, NCDC boss orders state commandants to arrest all thieves, vandals.
All right, you can catch us live on Facebook, 32FM 949 Ibadan. You can also look us up on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Okay, from Daily Trust newspaper, how terrorist leader Turji escaped NAF bombing. What next after Chinese man murdered lover in Kano? Queen Elizabeth was a monarch of 4 seasons, or Shibajo. NBA to meet security agencies heads over harassment of lawyers. Okay, another one here from Daily Trust newspaper. Soludo, unknown gunmen are Igbo, not no criminal from other region invading Anambra. Soludo, unknown gunmen are Igbo, not criminal from other region invading Anambra. 19 killed in FCT auto crash. Masquerades invade Plateau Church, flag pastor, worshipper. Malami, Nigeria's economy would have hit total collapse if not justice sector. Okay, still from there, from Daily Trust, let me take one more before we see another paper. Okay, this looks like an analysis here. Let's just see another paper.
All right, from the Nation newspaper, had this one. Strike reps ASU meet over face-off with government Tuesday. PDP governors mount pressure on Wike to drop IU must go call. 2023, why Nigerians in diaspora must mobilize for Tinubu by Abdul Razak. Sanwo-Olu on Tinubu's success path. That's another one you might want to check out from the Nation. Tinubu and modernization of public transportation in Lagos. Court rejects duplication of national revenue account. Also, I have this one. It says people in UK race to exchange paper banknotes before deadline. Police plan biggest ever ring of steel. Also, another one. Kano police investigate Chinese over girlfriend's murder. And lastly, from the Nation newspaper this morning, Forex fuel subsidies hurting economy. All right, we go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be taking a look at the stories and, of course, taking your reactions. So stay with us.
Chocolates with Vita-Rich Plus Iron.
Oh yes! People have been winning, and you too can be a millionaire in the Dangote Bag of Goodies Season 3 promo. Yes! Spell Dangote and become a multi-millionaire. Category 1, instant win. Buy bags of Dangote cement. Pick up the scratch card and win an instant prize. Category 2, for the star prize, pick up the scratch card inside the bags to spell DANGOTE, qualifying you to win 1 million naira cash. Category 3, the mega star prize. Pick out the scratch card inside the bags and spell DANGOTE, qualifying you to win 5 million naira cash. When you pick an alphabet with an eagle, look out for letter O that has the Dangote Eagle logo for you to win the mega star prize. Terms and conditions apply.
Tolu, báwo ni ìrìnàjò ẹ̀? Ilẹ̀ Haúsá dùn. Mo jẹ oúnjẹ kan tó ń pè ní dambu ìṣèkáfá níbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́, adùn àti ìtasọ́sàn ìlú lárinrin.
Oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Láìdé, oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló ṣe. Ó tún dùn jù yẹn lọ. Báwo ló ṣe sè é? Ìsebẹ̀ ọ̀ngà. Òun ni ìsebẹ̀ tó nílò fádùn àti ìtasọ́sàn tó lélẹ̀. Dùn àwọn tó fẹ́ràn nínú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládùn nínú ilé rẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Country people, education be the foundation for better future. Now, why Dominion Aviation College they give you the opportunity to sabi many things we follow for inside the education. Share na air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, abi tourism transport and travel management, software development and application development courses. Now, Dominion Aviation College make you the rush go. Within 6 months, you self don't turn sabi person be that. Admission requirement no hard at all. Just make sure say you get a waiting result. WAEC, GCE, NECO, ND, SCE, HND, or BSc. So you go fit register, learn air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, tourism transport and travel management, and many other things. Waiting you can't wait for again. Sharply go visit Dominion Aviation College. We see don't put a number B37 Oyinlola Street off Bolumole Ring Road, Challenge Ibadan, or make you tell the wire 0814-730-6896. WhatsApp 0813-148-2943. Website www.dominionaviationcollege.com. Dominion Aviation College. Better choice for better education.
Is this a mistake? What's that? What happened? See, I just bought 1,000 Naira Glow data, and instead of the usual, I got 3.9 gigabytes. Guy, I swear, that's how I saw it too. I bought 2,000 Naira data yesterday, and I got a whopping 9.2 gigabytes. Wow! Glow data is just always bigger. Yep, and always better. I swear down. Babe, why are you removing your SIM?
I'm leaving this network and getting a Glow SIM immediately. And I'm not giving you my new number. You're on probation. Why didn't you tell me about these new Glow data plans?
Glow new data plans. Always bigger, always better. Babe, sorry now. Yes, get a Glow SIM card today and enjoy bigger, better data on the Glow network. Just dial *777# and choose your plan.
Glow Unlimited.
My guy, this your sneaker shine. How did you get the original? Did you travel or what?
In this economy, I bought it from Adidas official store on Jumia.
Yep, with several international and local brands on offer, you are sure to get quality and original items when you shop directly from the brand's official store on Jumia. You can shop for these items at juicy discounts during the brand festival from 12th of September to 2nd of October. Make secure payments online, enjoy free delivery on orders above 1,999 Naira, and return any order for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Jumia, your everyday delivered.
32 FM, 94.9.
FM 94.9. Beautiful Monday morning, and of course, it's resumption day for most of the schools today. It's the 19th day in the month of September 2022. I'm OLUTAYO Ogwade.
I'm Kenny Durutilu, and we'll be taking a look at the stories. Helping us to make sense of that is Austin Idunwu this morning. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Kenny. And Tayo, good morning.
Hello, Austin.
Thank you.
All right, Tayo's already mentioned about school resumption. Most schools are resuming, I believe, today.
Yes.
And parents, we understand, are complaining because of fee hikes, textbooks, increased uniforms, increased everything is pretty high right now. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he made mention of the fact that in some schools, you're buying textbooks for 65,000 naira, for as much as that. And I was so surprised. I was like, 65. I never heard that. That's but back then it's actually school fees for some people. Now it looks like that's the situation.
Yes, generally that is the situation around town. School resume back today for a new session. Majorly, I think in Oyo State and some other states in the southwest. I think some states have resumed last week Monday. So places like Edo State and what have you. If you look at the hike in fee, for example, textbook and uniform, it is based on the current economic reality. Those schools also operate in Nigeria and under the hostile and volatile Nigerian economy. However, for some school, there is a way they mitigate the effects so that it will not be so high on the parents, because when we talk about economic situation, we are all in it together, whether the school owners, the parent, and what have you. And the most devastating effect in all of this economic crisis that we are talking about is the fact that income keeps shrinking, which means the purchasing power of an average Nigerian is being weakened on a daily basis as a sort of economic factor that we have around. So the bottom line majorly is that arbitrarily school fee is not supposed to increase, because if you look at increments in the in books, textbook and notebook, because some of these schools they have to also produce notebook for their students, then the manufacturer of these books, they are also operating under the economy. We are talking about cost of production. So all of this will be factored in. But we are also calling on schools not to be too arbitrary in the hike of their school fees. I know of some schools that it is not so much. They added something, but not so much to the extent that parents will not be able to pay. I think generally and averagely, a lot of parents saw this coming and people are braced up for it. Let the school owners also realize the fact that fingers are not equal. That is the level we are in Nigeria, where qualitative education had to be very expensive. Before now, we talk about qualitative education, we also talk about affordability, because not only that when it is quality, it must be very expensive, because if you do that, you take it from within the reach of the common man. Right. In as much as we advocate for qualitative education in the country, we must also look at the issue of affordability. It must be qualitative and it must also be readily affordable for parents.
All right, God help fathers at this time.
Most especially.
All right. Okay, let's look at this one here from Daily Sun newspaper. 7 million Nigerians sue INEC over failure to complete voter registration.
Yes, if you look at the issue of voter registration, it has to do with processes. INEC has come up with timetable to the election for the election 2023. There are guidelines in the INEC procedure, timetable as to what comes first and the line-up activity in the build-up to the election. The continuous voters registration had been on for about 18 months. But you know, as a people in this part of the world, we are a deadline people. Not until the die minutes, we will not rush or even take steps to do whatever we are supposed to do. You know, the idea of the BVN those days, if you could recall, that was also what happened. People will not just go until there is a deadline. Yes, until there is a die minute, we have to cluster, we have to rush. Look at the NIM SIM leakage, for example, too. Now, people are beginning to raise concern. INEC duty is also to sanitize its voters register. Some people have been registered. According to what obtained last week, INEC chairman came out to debunk the insinuation that they did not delist any candidate. INEC cannot deregister any individual that validly register and complete their registration process. What INEC can do as a matter of law is to delist the people who have not been properly registered.
Okay.
So they can do that. The law permits them to do that. As a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if I validly and legally register, INEC has no such powers under the law. Now, some people have also been indirectly disenfranchised from taking part in the process by not completing their registration procedure. If you look at that, that is not within the purview of INEC to be able to be held accountable as far as that is concerned. Because even the continuous voter registration, there was a time the National Assembly had to intervene. INEC had to postpone on 2 consecutive occasions for 30 days first and 30 days second time, making a cumulative period of 60 days. So at the end of the day, some people still fail. So it is the business of INEC to actually look at this registration at the end of the day and ensure that we clean up the voters register, because we have issue of multiple registration, double registration here and there. And if we are deploying technology through the beavers and other electronic form of voting that will enhance the credibility of the election, we must give INEC as a matter of law to sanitize and scrutinize the voters register. Don't forget, we still have some dead people on the list of INEC vote register. We still have people who are alien, people who are not Nigerians. You understand? So if we are putting that side by side, the law required that, I think, 60 days to the election or so, they must publish the voters register after a thorough cleanup of that particular document. Because ringing of an election starts with falsification in the voters register. Because when politicians begin to mop up voters card, they do that through those who are not on ground to register. As a result of
but looking at 7 million Nigerians here, it's huge.
7 million Nigerians is huge. That's the factor. But INEC has come out to say that they have not even taken any step. They are still studying their register. But for those who could not complete their registration process and INEC continuous voter registration has closed, I don't think there's anything that can be done as far as that is concerned, except the National Assembly decide to intervene once again.
All right, we'll take another story now. Nigeria's oil production crashes to 90,000 barrels per day. I understand that output fell from 1 million barrels per day to 90,000 in the month of August, according to OPEC.
I think that report should be 900,000 barrel.
900,000?
Yes, 900,000 barrel per day. It's a colossal loss for the country. We're having serious energy crisis associated with oil theft and vandalism here and there. Inability of the product to move from the point of extraction to a terminal point where it will be exported out of the country. That has been a major concern for the federal government vis-a-vis shortage in production capacity. Because if we have shortage, especially acute shortage in production capacity, it impedes on our finances. And if that happens, it means that government will not have as much money as it's supposed to have to cater for some other area, especially critical sector of the economy. I think this is way too low. That's just the truth. Even during the Niger Delta Avenger, maybe 2016 or so, I think the list we had that time was like 700, 600. But now there is relative calm in the Niger Delta. It's majorly associated to oil theft. So what is the government doing? How best are they tackling the situation? You know, a pipeline security or maintenance surveillance, whatever you call it, contract was awarded in August, and that generated a lot of it and a lot of argument. Personally, I support the award of that contract. What can also be done is to make it very inclusive, rather than a particular firm belonging to an individual collecting a whopping sum of 4 billion per month. Let us also bring in other people, because the firm cannot do it alone. Do you know what the NNPC did? They find out that government have always been in charge of surveillance of pipeline, and that has never really worked. So they had to contract it to a private firm who would do it better. You know, government business is no man's business. So NNPC has come out to say that it's only the Nigerian security operative that have always been in charge of surveillance, and there is also the issue of personnel and manpower as a result of that. So we need some people, indigenous people within the Niger Delta axis, to be able to man and police these various pipelines. That if we do that will amount to like 48 billion. So let the federal government, through the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, also look at the issue. Ministry of Petroleum Resources, look at the issue, bring in some smaller.
We may have to spend some money
to secure it. That's just the truth.
To save,
we can't fall from 2.1 million barrel
to 900,000.
To 900,000. That is huge for the government. The government cannot sustain that. My own issue is that let's get value for money. If we are going to spend 4 billion to secure the pipeline per month, let the NNPC come out. What do we stand to gain?
What we had in the past,
at the end of
those
the day,
that were supposed to even secure these pipelines were also involved.
The major vendors, even NNPC official, the GMD that came out to say that religious leader, security operative, he failed to measure connivance within the NNPC, saboteurs within the NNPC. I tell you a story. I said it the other time. I told you confidence the other time. Pump PMS to this Akpata NNPC depot here. They will connive and tell you, if you pump 10 million liter, for example, they will tell you that it is 5 million they are able to account for. They are the one that will send boys to go and do as if they are tampering. Not as if they are tampering with the pipeline, no. They do as if they are tampering. So a picture will be taken that will be filed as a report that what you pump to us, this is the liter that actually gets to us. Out of that liter, they will also share among themselves at the top management level. I'm saying this on good authority. That's just the truth.
All right. The spokesperson of the Nigeria Police Force, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, has said that if a policeman should slap a civilian, that person has no right to retaliate.
That is provocative. I think Femi Falana has come out to actually look at that issue. You know, Nigerians have no right to molest or assault a police officer. The same way a police officer or a uniformed person has no right to impede on the rights of a Nigerian. The law says that if you assault a police officer, according to the criminal code, you are liable for imprisonment for 3 years. The law also says, according to Anti-Torture Law 2017, it says that if a police officer or any uniformed man for that matter assault a Nigerian citizen unlawfully, that officer is also liable for, I think, 15 years imprisonment. So it's vice versa. Adejobi's comment, with due respect to his office, is provocative and reckless, because that would be like a leeway for an average police officer.
Is that not endorsing police brutality?
You understand? We are talking about police brutality. We are just coming out from the answers, where the image of the Nigerian police force went all-time low in the history of our country, until after some time before we begin to come to realization of the fact that we need police in the country. But for a spokesperson to now come out to say that when the police officer slap you, we should not talk about the slap. We should talk about what happened that warrant the slap. Is slapping on duty a professional assignment? That is what we are talking about. There are other ways. We have even seen a situation, I think in Edo State during the NSAS, where a civilian had to assault a police officer with a rifle. I think that police officer later won an award, if you follow it, because the police officer was just calm and said, please leave me alone.
It happened also in Oyo State.
You understand the case. He has a rifle with him and he decided not to use it. He decided to be civil, and he earned himself an award of excellence of duty for that matter. So the statement is really uncalled for. No matter the level of provocation, you are not supposed to slap an innocent citizen. You can decide to make arrests, charge the fellow.
Beginning to salute the efforts of the Nigerian police in the area of errant officers have been dealt with lately.
Yes. Right. I think we give that. We give that.
It should not take us back to the era of having to.
This statement should not be like a validation of the fact that police has the right to assault innocent citizens.
Or empowering police.
Yes, brutality. we don't subscribe to the fact that some civilians also assault police officers. No, they are there to secure us. You can't harass us. You can't assault us when you are supposed to secure us. I just told you the position of the law.
And vice versa.
Yes, assault is bad. Torture is also bad, because if you slap me, you are torturing me.
All right. I don't know if Kenny has a story there, but let's
just wanted to add that coming from a police spokesperson, that's a bit reckless for someone who's supposed to manage situations like this. But anyway, let's move on to some other stories now. Anambra State Governor Professor Charles Oludo has identified the unknown gunmen unleashing terror on the state. He says they are Igbo people, saying they are 100% Igbo. He also said the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, they have distanced themselves from the crime.
Yes, it will be too late for IPOB to start distancing themselves from some of this atrocity being perpetrated in the eastern part of the country, because the agitation was legitimate when it started. It has also been legitimate because people reserve the right to agitate for inclusiveness and the common good of their people. There's nothing wrong with that, provided it's a legitimate concern. But some people have hijacked the process, all in the name of unknown gunmen. When the military arm of IPOB, popularly referred to as ESN, Eastern Security Network, we thought security situation in the eastern part of the country will greatly improve by securing lives and property of their people in a complementary manner to the existing security structure. But the situation has since degenerated. Thank God, Charles Oludo, the governor of Anambra State, the one you can refer to as the people's governor, is coming out to say this. Uzodinma once upon a time also made this statement, and people criticize him and say, go and keep quiet, you this Supreme Court governor. You understand? This is recklessness and evil on the part of the people against their own people. To the extent that Nnamdi Kanu even came out to say that don't trample on the rights of the people as a result of this agitation. You can't seek to be agitating for my freedom and also decide to trample on my freedom. A lot of well-meaning Nigerians, illustrious sons and daughters of the Igbo extraction, have been recklessly murdered on the soil of the Igbo land. You understand? As a result of excuses. Look at the issue of Ahmad Gulag. If not for wisdom and the manner in which it was done, the people that committed that crime were almost immediately arrested. If not for that, there could be a reprisal. Ahmed Gulag is not a small person in Nigerian politics, and you know where he come from, a Fulani for that matter. So we must be very careful the way we do this. If you kill your own children, you kill your sons and daughters, like the way you people kill Dora Akuyele's husband, nobody will query you. But if it is from another section of the country, you are also endangering the life of your own people in that houses. So all of this madness should stop. The government cannot fold this hand and watch people take law into their hands by killing people, innocent people, recklessly.
We need to go on another commercial break now. When we return, Austin Ejomo, we'll get your take on the recent vehicle auction in Lagos. We'll be back.
For a very long time, I was in a toxic relationship with my partner. I kept making excuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I need to refresh. Maybe I should log out and log in again. Maybe I need to go out and climb that tree. And maybe it's just bad. But not anymore, because I found the perfect partner. MTN Broadband. With its reliable and wide coverage, no more maybes, just goals. So, hashtag MTN Broadband and I for life. Hashtag relationship goals.
MTN Broadband. Get yours today and enjoy internet bliss. Visit any MTN store to get yours now or visit www.mtn.ng/broadband. MTN Broadband. Data that's got you covered.
tí wọ́n bá lo ráyéwá nítorí pé o lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń tàn ọ́ pọ̀ ráyéwá nítorí dúkìá tó pọ̀ tó ní ọkàn ò tí ì balẹ̀ pọ̀ ráyéwá àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ ṣáájú ara rẹ o ìlera sílẹ̀ mí gígùn gbogbo àrùn tí ń ṣe ẹ̀dá láyé náà kọ́ láyé fi ń ṣe ni bí dọ̀tí bá pọ̀ lára tí gbogbo ẹ́ńjìnì tásẹ̀dá dá bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọsẹ́ má fòyà tó bá ṣe bí ẹni rárá tára rẹ ò ṣe déédéé pinnu lóòkan àyà ara rẹ o Ventolin cleanser ní kò sẹ́mu agbanúgbàdé fọgẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ara dànù Ventolin jagunlabi panko pè ọ̀rẹ́ ara tọmọdé tàgbà tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè lò ọ̀sọ́kùnrin sóbìnrin dò pépé Ventolin cleanser atẹ́jẹsẹ̀ maradan bíi kóròsìn Ventolin cleanser kìkìdé gbòógì tí ò lọ́tínú la fi ṣe ó ti wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà ògùn jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà a sì ń wá alágbàtà fún Ventolin cleanser pé nọ́mbà kò demand 08034051533 08034051533 iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí one naturalist care ló ṣe Ventolin cleanser òun láyé tún lò.
Wetin you sabi about the beautiful game? You dey there for the life and style, fantasy leagues, gbas goals, ginger and okpo, breaking down the stats even to the MVPs, taking no L's and only for the W's? Abeg, then Showmax Pro get news for you. Football season is back. Live, e-choke. Watch the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, anywhere on any screen. Mado. Stream the action from SuperSport live on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
wọ́n bẹ̀ ná kí ló ń dúró de ọ̀rẹ́ wa níbi tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ti di olówó tabua ìpele ìkẹta jíjẹ ẹ̀bùn Dangote sì tẹ̀ síwájú. Spell Dangote bí. bẹ́ẹ̀ni spẹ́ẹ̀lì alifábẹ́ẹ̀tì Dangote kò sì di olówó tabua. ìpele ìkíní ra àpò báàgì sìmẹ́ǹtì Dangote bí o bá ti rí káàdì nínú rẹ̀ ló bá jẹ ẹ̀bùn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. ìpele kejì bí o bá ti ṣe àkọ́tún alifábẹ́ẹ̀tì Dangote ó sì jẹ ẹ̀bùn tó tó mílíọ̀nù kan náírà. ìpele kẹta ló gbẹnu tán o. bó o bá ti rí káàdì Dangote nínú àpò sìmẹ́ǹtì tó bá rà kó o sì ṣe àkọ́tún alifábẹ́ẹ̀tì Dangote báyìí DANGOTE èyí yóò fún ọ ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ àti àǹfààní láti jẹ ẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù 5 náírà bí o bá fi lè rí alifábẹ́ẹ̀tì O eléyìí tó gbé ẹyẹ àṣà Dangote lórí ẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù 5 bá di tiẹ̀ ọbẹ̀ sọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n o àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ.
Hello? James, look, I'm on the expressway. My car just broke down. I don't even know what to do.
Sorry, you do not have sufficient credit to continue this call.
Oh, please, no.
Why not?
This is an important call.
Then you should have recharged.
I would, but I'm in a position where I can't.
Why not borrow some credit then?
Borrow credit? How?
With Glow Borrow Me Credit, you can borrow borrow airtime and pay later. It's easy. Just dial *321# and follow the instructions.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Glow is always there for you when it matters most.
Sorry, James. As I was saying, my car just broke down now and I have no help here.
Talk now, pay later with Glow Borrow Me Credit. Glow Unlimited.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed their amazing.
32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. The lines are open now. 0809 7000 949 0705 500949 and 0906 2000 949.
Yes, on the issue of auctioning of vehicle drove against one way, against traffic in Lagos. Well, it has been done, but the PDP candidate also seek to make a political capital out of it. He said if he wins the election, he will uphold the law, but he will review the aspect of forfeiture. If you look at it, I think we are only trying to whip up sentiment through human face. You know, every law we advocate a form of human face. A lot of people, even in the city of Ibadan, have died as a result of driving against traffic. I know of a lady who alighted from her car. She wanted to cross to the other side of the road. You know, you are only going to look at the oncoming vehicle, not knowing that a bike man was coming. The bike man hit her. She broke her leg. She was at home for 6 months. She lost her job. She had to travel out of the country. As a result of that, a lot of people have been victims in this. I could remember when my wife drove against traffic. She was arrested. She had to call the commissioner of police. That one said, what did you do? He said, I drove against traffic. He said, He said, okay, just follow them to their station. When you get to their station, you call me back. I will talk to them. She had to do what they asked her to do to get off the hook. So it's a serious offense. That's just in Ibadan, it's rampant. And they do it with every form of impunity.
My position here is Austin Edomo. What do we really want as a people? I think often Nigerians want a leader that they can emotionally manipulate. All right. So if a leader says, this is my stance on this particular thing, why do they want to go behind again to want to,
That's the issue. No, it's because of lack of political will and the issue of political sentiment. We are talking about how reckless it has become in Ibadan now. Now, if a governor decides to put measure in place to curb that, it is still with the people that will say, why not human face? You understand all this type of language. Once there is a law, let's sensitize the people and let them follow the law. Driving against traffic has claimed a lot of innocent life in Nigeria. That's just the truth.
Another thing, we should make it, the rule must be applicable to all.
Yes, let it be applicable to all. During the time of Baba Raji Fashola, prominent Lagosians have called him that my vehicle have been seized, and he will tell them, Egbon, kilodate drive against traffic. Go and sort out yourself. We had that on record.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Well, the caller is there.
You try and call back 070 55,000 949 080 97,000 949. Those are the numbers. But I have some reactions on Facebook. We'll get to that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Comrade Felix calling from here.
All right.
Issue of the auction. Is it how it was done in other advanced countries? So at least we should look for an easy way and soft way. Before taking this kind of action, we have to sanitize the people. How many times or how the Lagos government have been able to sanitize the people? We should not just be making a law that we will be bouncing or heavily on the people of this nation. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Chris Obole from Olugero.
All right. Let's hear you.
Now, the issue of driving against traffic is very dangerous. It's not very rampant in Ibadan. Little traffic, you see others there to the other side. In fact, I remember 3 years ago, I was almost killed at UI. I wanted to cross over to the other side, not knowing that the side I was looking, someone, a car was going to come from behind. And they hit me that for 3 months. I was suffering, going to the hospital. And it has run away. So, if in fact, Oyo State should take, they should also find solution to it. Making people to be responsible for driving against traffic. It's not everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. 009 7000 949 0906 2000 949. Let's take your reaction on Facebook. The failure of the APC federal government has bastardized the economy, even the whole sector. Raja Fiz Abidemi, he says, good morning to everyone in the studio. About the oil theft, the NNPC need to clean and organize their house very well because the NNPC officers are the most collaborators with the oil vendors. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm John in Jericho.
John, please turn down the volume on your radio.
Hello?
Turn down the volume on your radio, John.
Okay, I think it's better like this.
Yes. Yeah, go on.
I think that this statement is most unfortunate and reckless. So if a policeman slaps you, you have no right to retaliate. Where is it under the law, police regulation or police act that gives a policeman right to slap someone or give policeman right to even take the law into his hands? No one has right to even assault a policeman, and no policeman has right to assault even an innocent person, except acting under the execution of the court order. I think judges should equally understand that this is not the era of the kill and go. I'm John Njoko.
Thank you, John and Jaco. Most parents patronize private schools. Why are parents patronizing private schools despite government schools are relatively cheaper and government is spending a lot to maintain and sustain these schools? If we can answer the above questions, then we will have better understanding why we must not allow our universities to collapse. That's from...
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Okay,
Good morning. This is Mommy Oni from Monia.
Good to have you.
In Ibadan, there are a lot of places they will not put a sign there that you should not park here, and they will impound the vehicle. They will ask you to go and pay 45,000. It's not right. There should be signs on the road as to where somebody can park before they can be arresting people. And they will arrest the person. They will be telling lies that they want to go and warn you, and they want to collect money from you. It's really bad.
All right. Thank you, Mommy. Okay, so also Dumo, like they say in Yoruba,
yes, we also need to look at that too. That is one of the difference between us and advanced country. The police in advanced country will make you not to commit the crime, but the security operative in Nigeria, they will hide. When you commit the crime, they will swap on you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
From Ibadan. On Hassel strike, I can remember Jonathan gave them money, but I'm not sure of the certain amount during his government as a revitalization fund. I think some universities said they wanted to build libraries with it. How many universities were able to achieve that library with the money given to them? Then I can remember after when there was strike, during the first tenure of President Buhari, and the noise wasn't as loud as what we are experiencing right now. The two elephants are not ready to shake the ground. For the sake of deep humanity, they should at least do something. I am not in support of Utah that ASU is asking for. And at the same time, I know that the federal government under President Buhari has failed as regards education. If that is the case, they should reach a consensus so that these students can go back to classes. Good morning.
All right. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you very much.
Also, we have to go. Well, there's this headline here from Punch newspaper. 9 months later, Lagos monthly rental scheme fails to begin.
I think the governor need to do something about it because there was so much noise about it at that time. In advanced countries, it's always monthly. You will even beg I told you of a situation.
But we said this some time ago. I mean, when this conversation came up, that you can't achieve this by fiat.
You can't achieve it by fiat because a lot of regulations. I told you now, someone in the UK that begged to pay for 3 months. They said, no, you can't pay for 3 months. You only pay for 1 month. You understand? But the situation is different here based on our own peculiarity. The government need to create an enabling environment to effectively regulate the system.
All right, thank you, Austin. Thank you, listener, for your time. That's the way we call it a wrap. My name is Kenny Durotilu. Do have yourself a pleasant day.
And I am OLUTAYO Ogunade. Good morning.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the guest analyst and do not necessarily reflect the recommendations or perspectives of 32FM 94.9 Ibadan.